Hello everyone, Geriatric here with Gary, and I hope you are staying retroactive. I told you the video games were coming back, so tonight we're going to be playing a game called Cigarettes. Now this is an indie game that I found on Game Jolt. It sounded kind of interesting. It says a 10-minute walk while you re-examine your life. I don't know what cigarettes have to do with it, and I don't know why the wind suddenly stopped, but this is supposed to be like 10 minutes, so let's get in and let's see what happens. No, I do not know. I think that was... Okay. Here we go. I'm walking down the road to the 24-hour store. Are there any cars or anything? And I don't know much about this game. I don't know if it's like, you know, a horror game. I don't think it is. I think it's just a... Look at that snow. Apparently it's snowing. The sound is really good. Oh, I want to fall off the edge of the world there. Oh, I had to push that, sorry. We could have been walking forever. To buy a pack of cigarettes. It's 2 a.m. It's cold outside. But it's fine. I like the cold. I'm almost finished. Finished with what? There's this thing I was working on. And it's almost done. I've set myself a deadline. That's why I'm here at 2 a.m. I took this walk as a break because I'm tired already and I'm out of cigarettes. I'm almost finished. Finishing is what matters the most. Well, it depends. I've had too many abandoned projects. Is he talking about the game? If I was born rich, I would be asleep right now. Or at a party, I guess. Not that I like parties, though. Okay, as I said, I don't think this is a horror game, but I'm getting some, like, chills down my spine. Just being able to choose whether to work or not. But I'm not rich, so parties won't bother me right now. I'm walking down this shitty street to this 24-hour store at 2 a.m. to grab a pack of cigarettes so I can finish this project and then go to sleep, wake up, and go to work. But my project, it's a joke. There's so many better games out there. See, I thought he was talking about the game. Who would waste their time on mine? I would. People who watch me are doing it. What was that? They always start the same. I need to make a website. Am I like... Everything is going... Growth? Everything is going... Everyone is going to like this. Talented... Goodness, confidence. You have this idea. This will change everything. I am me. And it's all good. You feel uplifted, inspired. Contemplating how well you're going to do. Planning ahead. Taking notes. Maybe even starting to make a prototype or something. But then... Whoa! Things grow stale. Whoa, I can't see. I'll do not now. I wonder what's on Twitter. I'll do it later. I'll get to it not now. The idea just... It doesn't seem as good anymore. I'm tired. But you stick with it. I am going nuts here. And... Nothing happens. There's no time. Where you're just tired. For a plethora of reasons you do. Well, nothing. It's pretty deep thoughts. But then, fear sinks in. It doesn't work, fake, I did nothing, not good enough, I don't know what that's, I can't do it, failure, it was a bad idea. Now it's not just tiresome, it's painful to do your work. It's painful to do what you've told yourself you like to do. That's not the worst part. The worst part is, whoa, everything's... Another year passed by, and you haven't made a single step. Maybe not. I've learned some new things. Overall, I'm a better developer than I used to be. But does it matter? Most of the things I've learned the hard way. It's not like I was having fun at all. Most of the time I was either frustrated or scared. Is this the way to do it? Is life supposed to consist of fear and frustration? Not really. It's kind of what you do with it. I'm either scared that my work won't match my expectations, or frustrated because my work fails to match my expectations. But you have to put it in work. There is no way around it. It's supposed to be hard at the beginning, but I don't get better at handling it. If you think about it, I was better off when I was just starting out. Now, I don't even think about the actual work that is being done. Most of the time, I'm worried about my expectations of it. It's hard to admit that. Judging from the outside, it looks pretty much the same. Okay, is he talking about, like, he said he has to start back at the beginning, and now suddenly we're back where we started. But it's different. No wonder I picked up smoking. It makes things much smoother for me. It does, it's just killing you as it's doing it. Well, there's so much to endure. It always seems like the end is in reach. Whoa! You just have to wait a little. What does that say? Click. Clock. Put in a little work. That is so cool. A little patience. 40, 39, 38. Maybe learn this or that. Hey, let me get to that door. Maybe when I have this... Maybe when I have that... Uh-oh. Time's running out. I can't... Can I move? Can I get in? Sometimes it feels like I'm getting nowhere. What happens when it reaches 0? -1. Whoa. Sometimes it feels like I'm getting somewhere. Whoa, I'm back to stone. But then I realized it was not the case. It was just me being stupid. This time clock is just moving. Backwards, forwards. It's weird, I'm hearing snow again, like I'm on that street again. I literally want everything. For nothing. I want to be rich, but I don't want to do the work required or responsibility. That's being human, man. If somebody said to you, okay, in 5 years, if you work hard, you'll be rich. Or you can be rich right now with all the hard work. Who's going to say, no, I'm going to do the work? I want to be a game designer, but I don't want to do a lot of bad games. I want people to hold a good opinion about me, but I don't want them to hold a bad one. I want to be a writer, but I don't want my writing to be judged or learn proper grammar. I want to live and don't want to die. This is a fascinating game. Is it just for me to live forever? From my perspective, yes, but from the outside? How about everyone else? What if we just stopped dying out of old age? At this time, it would probably be fine. Do I consider the past? How about this happening 1,000 years before? My wishes are ever changing. Yesterday, I wanted to be poor, to scorn riches and fate, and just be happy as myself. Today, I am sick of it. I want to be rich by any means necessary. Tomorrow, who knows what I'll come up with. And how can there be any progress when there is no destination? But how can there be any true destination? I should probably quit smoking. I've tried before. It never worked. I was able to hold for weeks, months, but it's just a matter of time before I let my guard down. Was I quitting at all? Sorry, I'm going to look behind me real quick. It looks more like postponing next cigarette into infinite future. I was getting better at postponing smoking, but never actually quitting smoking. Is it about me trying to stop putting cigarettes in my mouth, or is it about me trying to stop relying on cigarettes? Is it about trying to stop looking for external affirmation, or is it about trying to stop relying on external affirmation? Did I just hear something? Is it about trying to stop finding faults in others, or is it about trying to stop relying on others so much? Is it about trying to stop feeding my ambition, or is it about trying to stop relying on a source as a measure of my worth? I need to think. Maybe I can change after all. Of course you can! Dear player, thank you for finishing my game. I hope you take this with a grain of salt. There's no way to learn this in 10 minutes. And there's no way I'm there myself. My only hope is that I can point someone who is struggling in what I believe is the right direction. But I can hear you cry already. The destination is right only to you. I am different. It is common to think that truth is relative. But it doesn't seem so to me. How can 2 plus 2 be relative? It's a good point. What is relative is our judgment of things. And our judgment of things is not the truth. And here we part. I wish you no luck on your journey. I wish that you won't need any luck. Farewell. P.S. If you like this game, please take a second to rate it. You know the deal. Oh my god, that was awesome. What a cool idea. I mean, you know, for YouTubers, you know, you kind of see us and how we react to games. That's why a lot of people want different YouTubers to play kind of the same game, because it's not the same game, because it's a different reaction to it. I mean, this guy right here is just, or girl, I don't know. This person is just bearing their soul and just talking about it. That, you know, wants to be a good game developer. He raises a lot of interest. I'm just going to assume it's a he. You know, they raise, you know what, I won't even do that. I'll just say the person. They raise a lot of interesting questions. It's hard to be able to want to succeed. I mean, the question has always been asked, if you knew that you were going to succeed in something, would it make the suffering that you took to get there, would that be any easier? I don't know. Very interesting. Very strange I played this after my last video, the commentary video. I mean, this was very good. Hey, whoever made this game, if you feel this way, that you don't want this, and it's hard work, and I don't want people to be bad. Just remember one of my favorite recent stories. There was this game developer who had been making all these games, and they weren't doing well. They weren't bad games, but people weren't really paying attention to them. And the last game he made, which was kind of a resource management game, a friend of him told him, he's like, look, the game really isn't that good. I will say this though, those animatronics you made for those games are scary. Have you ever thought about making a horror game? That developer, of course, was Scott Cawthon, who made Five Nights at Freddy's, which has gone on to be, very astronomically successful. But one of the things that I saw is, and I don't know how true this is, but in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, at the end, at the newspaper where you see that the place is burned down, if you kind of look closely at the blurred out other sections, it's Scott talking to you. He tells you about how he named everything. And one of the things says is that he put Five Nights at Freddy's onto Kickstarter, and I think he said he raised like $100. God, can you imagine that? Who wouldn't want to be in part of that development now? I mean, it's one of my favorite, recent stories, and it's littered with stories like that. But that's just one of my recent ones about. So you know what? Whoever made this game, you're doing great. I played it, and I liked it. It's a very good game. I hope to see more from you. I think you've got a very good idea about presentation. The mood was really good. The music was there, but not like overpowering. And you had good things. Just to get a pack of cigarettes. And you start thinking about some very deep questions. So I'll leave a link. This game is free. Check it out for yourself. Maybe you can look around and see different things. But man, that was just a good game. Really good. So this is Geriatric. That's scary. This, of course, has been cigarettes. I don't know. For a game that was sort of melancholy, it makes me actually feel kind of good. Feel kind of pumped to keep doing stuff. So just remember to keep it retro. Ooh, I want to cut it close. I want to cut it real close. Oh, shoot. All right, can I jump? How far can I dash? It's pretty far. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. It's kind of fun to set these kind of little challenges for yourself. All right. I do it. It's that Mario Maker. That gave me the practice right here. All right, I want to go up. And, almost made it. Come on. Got to do it again. Got to do it again.